This is the last time, though.
I'm not being a wet blanket, Ted. It's just that your dad's car, it's not the ideal vehicle for removal work, is it? What we could really do with it
is a van or a truck, right?
Exactly. Now, this job I've lined up this afternoon, it's going to be really difficult with your dad's car.
Now, look, I know my dad's car ain't right, but this is an opportunity and we've got to seize it, right? Now, listen, this is the plan. We buy my dad's car cheap and we sell it at a profit. And what we make on it, we get a van.
Oh, I see.
Now, pick holes in that. You can't, can you?
No. Buy cheap, sell dear. That's a maxim on which fortunes have been made. I believe many a famous business partnership has started like that.
Right, so it's good enough for Duckworth and Watts?
Watts and Duckworth sounds more euphonious.
Yeah, we'll argue about that some other time. Now, I reckon you can pick my dad's car up for 500 quid if I play my card right. We spend a bit of cash on it, we knock it out for 800 quid easy.
Excuse me asking, but why doesn't your dad sell it for 800 quid?
Because he needs the cash in his hand, doesn't he? Because he's got his road tax due, because I can handle him, and because he's a mug.
Well, I think...
Look, leave the thinking to me. Now, let's get a move on. Whose stuff is it you said we're moving?
Omar Pimlock, Chapel Street.
Omar Pimlock? Don't half meet the stars on your bin round.
Ted Mallard.
And what are you doing with that wardrobe? It's antique.
Yeah, bet you bought it new, didn't you, Ma? Where you say your daughter lives?
14 Francis Street. You go down Albert Road.
Yeah, I do know where Francis Street is, love. Come on, Curly Top, didn't you get your nut time badge when you were a Boy Scout?
I did, as a matter of fact.
Well, let's get moving then. Right, Ma, we said 15, didn't we?
15? It's only a mile to Francis Street. I'm only a pensioner.
She's a pensioner, Terry, and it's only a mile.
Look, we've sweated blood on this job, right? She'd have to pay 30 to a removal firm.
I know, but she's only a pensioner.
Whose side are you on?
I can go to 10. I can manage 10. But if that's no good to you, well, you'd best get the stuff back in the house.
OK, Ma. 10 to you.
See now, delinquent, if you ask me. Cost us 5 to hire the car off me dad. We've been mugged. You know that, don't you?
Excellent. Hey, Terry, where am I going to sit? Hey?
Blimey. You'll just have to walk, mate. Unless you want to get in the wardrobe on top of the car.
Why should I have to walk? I can drive. You get out and walk.
Give over. We're only covered for me driving, aren't we? Anyway, like you and her kept telling me, it's only a mile.
Oh, Terry.
And don't dawdle, because I'm not unloading any of this lot until you get there. What are you doing? What does it look like I'm flaming doing? And you took your time getting here, didn't you?
Has the car broken down?
Yeah, flaming fan belt's bust. Hey, you wouldn't happen to be wearing a pair of ladies' tights, would you? Don't answer that. Look, let's get the job finished and then we can ring Kevin for a new fan belt, OK?
How can we get the job finished if the car's broken down?
Because we've only got to get it to the end of the street, haven't we? Come on, get pushing.
Oh, come on, Terry.
Save your breath and get pushing.
Flaming fair. If I have to walk a mile, you've been driving it. It's all right for you.
I'm sorry, Ken. All I'm saying is, why do we have to spend 500 quid on something we have to push? We can buy a wheelbarrow for a couple of quid.
Look, that car will be right, I'm telling you.
I'm just trying to be rational, business-like.
Business-like? You let that old bird have the job for a tenner. It cost us 5 to hire the car off me dad, and on top of that, we still owe Kevin Webster for the fan belt.
She's a pensioner, is Omar Pimlock. You can't go round exploiting pensioners, Terry.
She exploited us, you wally. Look, there's no room for sentiment in business, mate. If you want to help old age pensioners, my best advice to you is to get very, very rich. And then you can be generous.
You know what you are? You're a capitalist.
Certainly I am. Or at least I would be if I had some capital.
It's hard lines on our friend Wolfie, certainly, but from a tip...
Hey, up, Kev. Here, Curly, get Kevin a drink. And while you're there, I could manage another.
When you've got a minute, Mrs. Turpin, what's the news on the car, Kev? Put a new fan belt on your mobile again.
Good lad.
But if you ask me, there's a lot of work needs doing on it. Those hoses want changing for definite. Well, really speaking, that radiator one's taking out, stripping down.
Yeah, but it's not urgent, though, is it?
Don't know till it packs in on you, do you? That car is a liability, not an investment.
Give over. We'll use these little things to get the car off me dad cheap, won't we? Hey, and listen, don't go letting on to me dad that we've been using it to shift loads of stuff, right?
Do you think I'm stupid?
Here, listen, we'll get the car off me dad cheap. You can punch it up for us. We'll knock it out, £200 profit easy.
You're not going to pull a fast one on your own dad, are you?
Well, I am. He's been pulling fast ones on me since I was at Bessie Street Infants.
But you